Find a quiet place, adjust your blanket. Let's begin our gentle journey into rest. Hello, my dear listener. It's time to unwind, to let the noise of the day slowly fade, and welcome a warm, peaceful stillness into your space. You're safe here, comfortable and free to let your body rest. Take a slow, deep breath in and gently exhale. Again now, inhale.com. And exhale everything you don't need anymore. Feel your shoulders soften. Feel your jaw loosen just a little. Feel the muscles around your eyes. Let go. Your breath knows exactly what to do. If these quiet tales are helping you drift off, a gentle like or a silent subscribe would mean the world. It helps this sleepy corner of the internet reach others who need a little calm too. I always wonder, where in the world are you listening from right now? If you're still awake, leave a whisper of a comment, maybe your city and the time on your clock. It's a beautiful thing, this quiet little global gathering, all connected through stories and stillness. Now, let's set the mood. Dim the lights. Maybe turn on a fan for that soft background hum and get comfortable. And now, let's begin. Our story today begins on a quiet winter morning somewhere far across the hills, in a place where the wind dances gently through bare trees, and every thatched rooftop holds the scent of earth and straw. Nestled in a small glen, tucked between frost-bitten hedgerows, stands a humble cottage. Its walls are made of thick timber and wattle, and its roof, dear listener, is alive with soft, golden straw hand-laid bundle by bundle, year after year, a roof that whispers of warmth and protection. And on this particular morning, as the sun barely crests the rim of the hills, a lone figure moves through the mist. He is Thatcher, quiet, steady, older than he looks, with hands as worn and gentle as old leather. Wrapped in woolen layers, gray and olive, he hums softly as he climbs the creaking wooden ladder, each rung dusted with frost. The ladder leans carefully against the edge of the roof, and the straw above him rustles softly in the wind, a sound like sleeping birds or the brushing of feathers. The air smells of smoke, distant and woodsy. A nearby hearth is already crackling. But here, high above the ground, only the wind speaks, and Thatcher listens. He reaches the roof ridge and pauses for a moment, looking out over the fields where frost still clings to every blade of grass. There is silence, yes, but it is the good kind, the kind of silence that cradles you gently in the early hours before the world wakes up. His fingers, wrapped in rough-woven gloves, reach for the next bundle of straw. These are long stalks of wheat straw, carefully harvested last summer, dried in the barn, and bundled tight with twine made from twisted willow bark. The willow grows by the stream. It bends, but never breaks, just like the roof must. He lays the straw gently along the roofline. The bundles overlapped like the feathers of a bird's wing, each one placed just so. Angled to let the rain slide off, tightened to keep the warmth in. This, dear listener, is thatching, an old art passed down through the hands of time, older than castles, older than parchment, even older than the village itself. He presses the straw into place. One bundle, then another, then another. He hums as he works, a low, tuneless hum, like wind in the trees, or the purring of a cat beside a fire. Thatchers don't rush, they listen, to the straw, to the wind, to the roof itself, because every roof is different. Just like every dream, every breath, every listener. He uses a legget, a flat wooden tool with ridges, designed to tap the straw into place without crushing it. Tap, tap, brush. Tap, tap, pause, tap. The rhythm is as steady as a heartbeat. In the old days, long before tiles and slate, almost every roof in Europe was thatched. Peasants, nobles, and monks alike slept under straw because the straw was warm. And if you built it right, if you laid it thick and tight and high, it could last for 50 years, sometimes even longer. The water reed, another material thatchers used, was pulled from marshes and riversides, tougher than wheat straw and able to withstand the worst winter rains. But today our thatcher uses wheat straw because this is a cottage roof, not a manor or a monastery. And this cottage, well, it belongs to a woman named Elsbeth. Elsbeth is old now, but sharp as a goose feather. She's known Thatcher since they were children, and every winter, just before the snow, he comes to her roof with a ladder and a smile. He never knocks. She just leaves the door open and a pot of tea warming by the fire. He never says much, and she never asks. They've shared the same winters for 50 years, and in those winters he's laid this roof over and over again, each year a little quieter, a little slower, but always with care, always with kindness. The straw rustles as he works, wind brushes through the hedgerows, a crow caws once, then flies off toward the distant woods below. Elsbeth's chimney puffs a lazy curl of smoke that stretches like a ribbon into the cold sky. Time moves differently here, not slower, just softer, like your breath as you settle in, as your limbs get heavier, as your thoughts begin to float. The thatcher adjusts his bundle, press down, taps gently, then let it go. Another layer is complete, another moment safely tucked into the roof, and the wind hums low, as if it approves. So now just stay here for a while under this thatched roof in your mind, where the wind is kind and the straw is warm, and nothing at all is expected of you. Just listen to the straw, to the wind, to the story. We're slowly building, one bundle at a time. Let's gently continue our journey, please. Stay relaxed. Your eyes may already feel heavier. Let them close if they wish to. Your breath still calm and soft, and the world of the story. Just beyond the veil of your dreams, we return to the little cottage. Just beyond the frost-covered hills, where the thatcher's hands still move steadily, bundle by bundle, straw by straw. The sun has risen a little higher, but it's still a pale, wintry light, more silver than gold, spilling across the thatched roof in dappled patterns. The thatcher hums as he works, a low, whispering tune with no name, just the music of habit, of memory, of peace. His hands know this rhythm. They've laid hundreds of roofs, on barns, on alehouses, on tiny chapels that sit quiet beside graveyards. But Elsbeth's roof is special. It always has been. Each bundle of wheat straw is wrapped tightly with twine, twine made from willow bark, peeled, soaked, and twisted until it holds firm. He slices the end of the twine with a small knife, the kind passed down from his father's father. It fits in his hand just so, the handle worn smooth by time and weather and love. He pulls a new bundle from the sack beside him. The straw makes that soft, brushing sound again, like dry grass underfoot or a cat's tail through tall weeds. He lays it in place, taps it down with the wooden legget. Tap, tap, pause, tap. It's not just about layering. It's about angles. It's about rhythm. It's about trust that the roof will keep out rain, hold in warmth, and not complain when the snow arrives. And snow will come soon. The air already smells of it, that crisp, almost electric scent that comes before the first flakes drift down. Above, the sky is pale gray, not unfriendly, just quiet. Below, inside the cottage, warmth waits, and so does Elsbeth. The fire inside her hearth crackles gently, a soft chorus of pine and oak logs, clicking and hissing as they burn. A heavy iron kettle hums on its hook, and the scent of chamomile and honey rises like a lullaby through the cracks in the walls. Inside, it is warm and golden. Outside, it is brisk and white. But the Thatcher doesn't mind the cold. He likes how it sharpens the air, makes everything feel clearer, like a pond frozen into glass. His breath clouds in front of him, soft plumes that vanish in seconds. He breathes slowly, steadily, matching the rhythm of his hands, and perhaps, listener, the rhythm of yours. For a moment, he stops. He listens to the wind, which rustles the branches above the cottage, to a distant sheep bleating somewhere on the hillside, to the soft creak of the roof beneath him, settling like a sigh. It is quiet work, but it is never lonely. The roof keeps company, the straw has its own voice, and the wind, well, the wind is a loyal friend to those who listen. He adjusts his gloves, wipes a spot of frost from his nose, and begins again. In the time of kings and keeps, of villages and vespers, thatched roofs were everywhere. Because they were made from the land itself, nothing needed to be bought, nothing needed to be forged, just straw and twine and time. A well-thatched roof could last decades, and it breathed, keeping cool in summer and warm in winter. It was not just shelter, it was a living thing, cared for year by year, loved like a good pair of boots or a favorite shawl, and every thatcher had their own signature. Some left a hidden straw not beneath the ridge, some tied a woven heart deep inside the layers, and some, like our Thatcher, simply worked in silence, leaving nothing behind but warmth. Inside, Elsbeth moves slowly now. Her joints creak like floorboards, but her spirit remains lively. She watches the Thatcher through the small window, the glass fogged just slightly from the warmth inside. She smiles and poured 2 cups of tea, one for herself and one for him. She places his near the fire, and though he will not come in for hours, she knows the warmth will wait, because kindness, like tea, holds its heat when it is made with care. And perhaps now, as you listen to the straw being placed, the wind gently curling around the chimney and the fire whispering soft secrets below you, to feel something warm inside you. A kind of quiet joy, a kind of soft memory of hands that build and roofs that hold, and winters that pass gently overhead. Your breath is calm, your limbs are heavy, and the world has slowed to the rhythm of straw and silence. Let's continue, slowly and gently, deeper into this soft winter world. Please feel the stillness around you, the warmth of imagined straw, and the steady rhythm of the Thatcher's calm hands. Now, the morning has quietly turned to afternoon, the light shifting ever so slightly from pale silver to a soft, buttery gold as the sun passes low across the southern sky. Shadows grow longer across the frosty field, and the roof, oh, the roof is nearly complete. From below, it looks like a warm nest built for giants, layered, thick, and inviting, each bundle of straw overlapping the last like feathers on a bird's back. Thatcher has nearly finished the western slope. His hands still work without hurry, without noise, without the need for thought. It is a quiet dance between man and material, a kind of old conversation, spoken not with words, but with weight and tension and trust. The straw, dear listener, has its own language. It creaks softly, when handled, sings lightly, when the wind brushes through it, and when it is packed tightly together. It forms a shield more effective than stone. It is humble but strong, warm yet sharp when dry. He knows which bundles are better for the ridge, which for the edge near the eaves. He picks them without thinking, just feeling. Fingertips test the bend, ears listen to the crispness, nose catches that sweet, grassy smell, slightly sun-warmed, even in winter. This straw was harvested in August, cut by hand with a sickle, and stacked to dry beneath the barn's overhang. Elsbeth helped with the stacking. She still insists, even now. Thatcher smiles softly at the thought. She was once the strongest in the village. Not in muscle, but I will. When they were children, she would race him up the old ash tree by the mill. He never once beat her to the top. And now, here they are, two old souls, still working with the straw, still keeping one small cottage warm. One roof is strong. This part must be sealed tightly. It is the crown, the part that faces the sky directly. He uses twisted bundles, called yelms, to shape the ridge, and secures them with wooden pegs driven deep into the thatch beneath tap. Tap, twist, secure. Some thatchers carve patterns, diamonds, waves, even animals woven into the very top, visible only to the birds and the stars. But not this one. This ridge will be simple, strong, modest, like the cottage it guards in the medieval villages of England and France. And beyond thatchers were known by name. They were respected because they held back the rain, because they listened to the wind, because they knew what the walls could not. And they worked through all seasons, snow, wind, heat, always up high, always between sky and earth. Some said thatchers talked to birds because they spent more time on roofs than on the ground. Some said they had the gift of patience. Others just called them quiet men with weather in their bones. Our Thatcher, he is all of these things and more. Let's pause with him now. He stands tall atop the roof ridge, the last straw bundle laid, the last peg gently driven in. Below him, the village rests in a hush, and the sky, oh, the sky, is beginning to blush. A soft rose hue stretching along the western horizon, tinged with lavender and pearl. He takes a breath. Let the cold air fill his lungs, then closes his eyes. Just for a moment, and in that moment you are there beside him. Feel the gentle wind on your cheeks, the weightlessness of being far above the ground with nothing but soft air and soft thoughts and soft silence. It is peaceful up here. You can stay a while. At last, he gathers his tools, the wooden legget, the old rope, the sack of twine, and with slow, careful steps, he begins to descend the ladder. Each rung creaks just a little. But Thatcher knows their song. They greet him like old friends. Step by step, he returns to earth. And as his feet touch the frozen ground, Elsbeth opens the door. Inside, the cottage glows, not just from firelight, but from familiarity. The walls are lined with shelves, holding jars of dried herbs, bundles of garlic, a wooden spoon, so old its handle has worn smooth. The floor is swept. The air is scented with ash and chamomile, and two chairs sit by the hearth. One already holds Elsbeth, wrapped in a shawl of hand-spun wool. The other she pats gently. For him, he takes off his gloves, his cap, his heavy coat, and he sits. For a long time, they say nothing. Safe now, dry home. And you, dear one, perhaps you feel the same. Safe beneath your own roof, warm behind your own walls. held by the hands of time and kindness and care. Your breath is slow, your thoughts are soft. Stay here a little longer, beside the fire, under the thatched roof, where nothing is rushed and everything is just as it should be. Let's drift even deeper. The cottage is warm, the straw roof now settled, and the quiet rhythm of this old world continues to rock us gently into peace. The fire burns low, now glowing coals, red and pulsing like the last light of the day held inside the hearth. Elsbeth leans forward in her chair. She pokes the logs just once, and they sigh with a soft whoosh, sending new warmth through the small room. The thatcher lets out a slow breath. He wraps both hands around the clay cup of tea she placed him earlier. The heat seeps into his fingers and into the bones beneath, and the silence between them is not empty but full, like the space between stars, like the hush before snowfall. The walls of the cottage are thick timber frames filled with wattle and daub, coated in limewash, which smells faintly of chalk and old stone. It's not a grand house, but it doesn't need to be. Everything has its place: the drying herbs above the mantel, the iron pot with stew that's been simmering since dawn, the sheepskin laid across the footstool, worn soft over decades. A cat curls near the hearth. Its body is like a comma in a sentence not yet finished. Its ear twitches once and then settles. A single candle flickers on the table. Its flame is calm, barely moving, as if it too has fallen into stillness. "You finished?" Elsbeth asks, her voice like old linen, familiar and soft with use. Thatcher nods. She doesn't ask if it's sturdy. She doesn't ask if it will last the winter. She already knows. Instead, she pours him a second cup, adds a spoon of honey, thick, dark, gathered from the combs she keeps in the hedge. "Drink," she says. And he does. Slowly, gratefully. Outside, the last of the light disappears. Dusk folds over the cottage like a blanket. And now the world turns a little more slowly. Time seems to stretch and stretch until it feels like the night might last forever. The wind quiets. Even the trees grow still. Thatcher leans back in his chair, not to sleep, not yet, but to listen. To the creak of the wood, to the drip of melted frost from the eaves, to the sound of Elsbeth's knitting needles clicking gently like a soft ticking clock. The rhythm is soothing, not urgent, not rushed, just a present, just here, just now. In cottages like this, all across the old world, nights were long but not lonely. People rose and slept with the sun. But in winter they had something called first sleep and second sleep, a custom now forgotten by most. They would go to bed early, sleep for a few hours, then wake again, maybe to pray, maybe to write, maybe to sit by the fire and dream. Then they would return to bed for their second sleep and drift once more into the warm dark. You, too, dear one, may be in your first sleep or waiting gently for your second. There is no rush, no right way to rest, only your way, only now. The Thatcher and Elsbeth share the silence the way some people share bread, with ease, with gratitude. He looks to the wall, where old tools hang on iron hooks, a sickle, a scythe, a flail no longer used. Above it, a framed piece of embroidery, its colors faded with years. A tiny bird, stitched in green and gold, perched on a stalk of wheat. Elsbeth made it when she was younger, before her hands grew stiff in the cold, before her eyes began to blur the small details. She doesn't talk much about the past, but sometimes, when the fire is low like this, and the tea is warm. And the wind is kind, she remembers, and he listens. That summer long ago, when the whole village danced beneath the full moon, drums thumping in the earth bread still warm from the oven, and someone, maybe him, singing just slightly off key. The memory is soft now, blurry around the edges, but still warm, like a candle through fog. They both smile and say nothing more, because the past does not need to speak loudly to be heard. The fire sinks, lower still embers now, golden and red, like old coins tucked into velvet. Elsbeth rises. She moves slowly but steadily to the door, checking the latch. The wind nudges against the frame, but the door holds. She turns back, and for just a moment, she places a hand on the wooden beam above her head. "Good roof," she says, and the thatcher nods once. "And perhaps you are beginning to feel the same. A kind of resting that begins behind the eyes, then spreads to the breath, then to the hands, and finally to the place where thought turns into dream. Let it come gently. Let the night hold you, the way the roof holds the house, the way the warmth holds you, safe, still, soft. When you are ready, imagine the slow turn of night into morning. Soft light slips through the small window, filtering through frost on the glass, cool and clear, like a whispered promise. Outside, the world is still wrapped in a thin veil of mist. The frost glistens on the thatched roof, catching the first shy rays of the sun. The thatcher stirs in his bed, wrapped in thick woolen blankets, feeling the warmth still held by the straw mattress beneath him. You might wonder, what was it like to sleep on straw? Not soft like feathers, but firm, like lying on a bed of golden sunshine, caught and held close. The straw breathes with you as you move, whispering secrets of the fields where it grew, and the long sunlit days it spent drying. It's humble, yes, but it holds a kind of magic. A magic made of earth and air and quiet labor. Slow footsteps come softly down the creaky wooden stairs. Elsbeth, wrapped in her shawl, carries a small pot of porridge, thick and warm, sweetened with a drizzle of honey. She hums a low tune from her childhood, a song her mother sang to her by candlelight. The thatcher smiles sleepily. His eyes are still heavy, but full of gentle light. They share the morning meal quietly, each bite a soft rhythm, each sip a small comfort. The cottage feels full, not with words, but with the warmth of togetherness. Later, they step outside into the bright, cold morning. The air is crisp and fresh, like the first page of a new story. Their breath rises in little clouds, and crunching footsteps sound in the frost-hardened grass. The thatcher runs a hand along the edge of the roof, still sturdy, still warm with straw, still strong against the winter sky. In the distance, the village slowly wakes. Smoke curls from chimneys. Children laugh faintly. The world is alive and gentle all at once. In the medieval village, life moves like the seasons, slow and steady. Sometimes hard, but always with moments of quiet beauty. The blacksmith's hammer rings softly in the morning. The baker pulls fresh loaves from the oven, and the children chase one another through snow-dusted lanes. Every face tells a story of work and care, of nights spent beneath roofs like the one you helped build, and in every heart a hope for peaceful sleep. Now, dear listener, let yourself drift. Imagine the straw beneath you, soft and warm despite the chill outside. Hear the quiet crackle of the hearth's last embers. Feel the gentle weight of a woolen blanket. Smell the faint scent of dried herbs hanging nearby. Let your breath slow, let your thoughts grow soft, and let the peaceful world of that humble cottage carry you gently toward sleep, safe, warm, loved. Outside the cottage, the village begins to stir more fully now, but still, there's a peaceful hush, like the world is still waking from a gentle dream. You can hear the faint murmur of neighbors greeting one another, a dog's distant bark, the soft creak of wooden wheels over frozen paths. Even the trees seem to lean closer, listening to the quiet life unfolding beneath their branches. Let's imagine Thatcher's tools for a moment. There's the legata flat, wooden tool shaped like a paddle. He uses it to press the straw bundles firmly into place, tapping rhythmically, almost like a heartbeat. Then the twine made from twisted willow bark, strong yet flexible, used to tie the straw tightly together, so the winter winds cannot tear the roof apart. Each tool is simple, worn smooth by years of use, but in the hands of the thatcher, they create something beautiful, something that protects and comforts. Pause now and feel the stillness settle around you, like a soft cloak draped over your shoulders. Hear the gentle tap of the legate, the whisper of straw rustling in the breeze. Imagine the quiet breath of the village, slow and steady, like the rhythm of your own heartbeat. Let this calm wash over you, letting your thoughts drift gently away. Did you know, dear listener, that in some villages, thatchers had secret songs? They would sing softly to their straw as they worked. Little melodies passed down through generations, thought to bring good luck and keep the roof strong against storms. Imagine the soft hum of a song weaving through the crisp air, carried lightly on the breeze, tumbling through the trees and settling like a blessing on the village below. You can almost hear it now, can't you? After the work is done, the thatcher often takes a slow walk through the fields. The frost glistens on the grass, and the bare branches of the trees reach toward the pale winter sky. He breathes in the cold air deeply, feeling the pulse of the earth beneath his feet, quiet, patient, waiting for spring. You walk beside him now, your footsteps light. Your breath is soft and even. And now, dear one, it's time to return to your own soft place of rest. Feel the warmth of the straw beneath you, the gentle weight of blankets wrapped around you like a hug. Let your breath grow slow and steady. Your muscles are loose and relaxed. Let the quiet magic of this peaceful world carry you gently into dreams, soft, warm, and safe. Now, imagine the day slowly slipping away. The sun dips low, painting the sky with soft shades of pink and gold. A chill settles in the air, gentle and crisp, whispering through the trees and curling around the thatched roof. The village prepares for night, but everything moves slowly, quietly, like a lullaby sung by the fading light. Back inside the cottage, the hearth glows warmly. The flames dance softly, casting flickering shadows that sway like old friends. The smell of burning wood mixes with the faint scent of dried herbs hanging nearby, sage, rosemary, and thyme, filling the room with calm and comfort. You feel the warmth seep into your skin, like a gentle hand resting on your shoulder, inviting you to relax and let go. Outside, stars begin to twinkle in the clear winter sky, each one a tiny pinprick of light, steady and sure. The thatcher steps outside to look up, breathing in the cold night air deeply. He watches as the moon rises, a silver lantern glowing softly over the village. Imagine yourself standing beside him now, feeling the night wrap around you like a soft blanket, and knowing that you are safe, held by the world's quiet embrace. Long ago, People believed that the stars were guides, watching over them as they slept. Some said that shooting stars carried wishes to the heavens, while others believed that the patterns in the sky told stories, stories of knights and kings, of journeys and dreams. As you drift towards sleep, let the stars tell you their gentle tales, soft and slow, like a whisper on the breeze. Thatcher's work is done for the day. He carries the last bundle of straw carefully, knowing it will protect the cottage through the coldest nights. Each bundle is tied with twine made from willow bark, strong and flexible, woven with care and skill. This simple bundle holds a promise of shelter, of warmth, of rest. Imagine the soft rustle of the straw as he places it carefully on the roof, and feel the promise of peace settle over you, too. Now, dear listener, it's time to close your eyes. Let the sounds of the thatching, the crackling hearth, and the whispering wind carries you softly away. You are safe here, held gently beneath a roof made by patient hands, wrapped in the calm of a world that moves slowly, kindly. Sleep now, and dream of straw roofs, warm fires, and quiet winter nights. Imagine the first light of dawn breaking softly over the village. The sky is painted in gentle pastel hues, pale blues, soft pinks, and creamy golds. The air is crisp but still. Frost sparkles like tiny diamonds on the grass and the rooftops. The thatcher steps outside once more, breathing in the fresh morning air, feeling the quiet promise of a new day. Slowly, the village begins to wake. Birdsong drifts through the trees, clear and bright, like tiny bells ringing in the calm. A rooster crows somewhere in the distance, its voice strong but not harsh, a natural call to rise and begin again. Footsteps crunch softly over frosted earth, and the warm smell of fresh bread starts to drift from the baker's oven. You walk with the thatcher, feeling the calm rhythm of this peaceful morning. Let's take a moment to imagine the craft itself, how each straw is carefully placed, layered thickly and tied firmly to build a roof strong enough to hold back rain, snow, and winter winds. The straw itself comes from water, reed, and wheat, harvested and dried under the warm sun. Bundles are tied with twine made from twisted willow bark, a material as natural and alive as the earth beneath your feet. Each layer is pressed and smoothed with the legget, a wooden paddle shaped by skilled hands, moving rhythmically like a gentle heartbeat. Imagine the straw rustling softly in the breeze, a quiet, steady sound, almost like a whisper. It is this sound that lulls you deeper, a natural lullaby carried on the wind, soothing and steady, wrapping you in calm. Let the rustle of the straw be the rhythm of your breath, soft in, soft out, slow and even, peaceful and steady. Now, take a slow breath in and let it out gently. Feel your body relax more deeply. Your muscles are growing loose and warm. The roof above you shelters you. The walls around you hold you, and the earth beneath you supports you. You are safe. You are still. You are calm. Let your mind drift on the soft wind, the gentle rustling of straw, and the quiet world of the medieval village. Feel the warmth of the thatched roof, the steady glow of the hearth, and the gentle hands that built it all by hand. Allow yourself to sink deeper, to float softly into dreams, held by the calm and comfort of this peaceful place. Imagine now the evening shadows growing long once more, the sky turning a deepening shade of blue, soft and velvety, like the petals of a night-blooming flower. The village settles under the growing quiet, and the stars begin to shimmer faintly, one by one. The soft crackle of the hearth fires greets the night air, and the gentle murmur of voices drifts like a lullaby through the small cottages. Remember the secret songs the thatchers sing. Tonight, the thatcher hums a gentle tune, a melody passed down through generations, soft and steady as the rhythm of the legate tapping the straw. The song blends with the rustling straw, with the crackling fire, and with the sighing wind outside. It wraps around you like a warm, familiar blanket, inviting your mind to rest, to float, to dream. Feel the warm glow of the hearth touching your skin. The soft flicker of flames casting dancing shadows that move slowly, as if telling their own quiet stories. Hear the gentle pop and hiss of burning wood, a natural soundtrack to your journey into sleep. Imagine the scent of smoke mingling with herbs, sage, lavender, and thyme floating softly, calming the mind and easing the heart. You lie down now on the straw mattress, soft, warm, and gently cradling you. Feel how the straw shifts slightly beneath you, breathing with your every breath, steady and sure. The roughness is softened by layers of blankets, and the scent of dried herbs lingers gently in the air. This simple bed holds centuries of rest, of quiet nights, and peaceful dreams. Outside, the village breathes slowly, its heartbeat soft and steady, like the rhythm of your own breathing. Every house is a shelter, every roof a promise of safety, and every chimney is a soft plume of hope in the cold night sky. Feel yourself carried by this gentle rhythm, held in the calm pulse of the world. Now, dear listener, close your eyes gently. Let your breath become soft and slow, your thoughts like feathers floating away on a breeze. Allow the warmth of the thatched roof, the glow of the hearth, and the gentle song of the night to carry you softly into dreams. Safe, warm, loved. Sleep well. Imagine now the first light of dawn peeking once again over the horizon. Soft, pale, like a whisper brushing across your skin. The village stirs slowly, bathed in gentle morning hues. A cool breeze rustles the straw on the rooftops, carrying the faint scent of earth and wood smoke. The world feels fresh and calm, ready to begin anew. Did you know that a well-thatched roof could last for decades? Each layer of straw, woven tightly and carefully, forms a shield against rain, snow, and wind. The water runs smoothly down its golden surface, keeping the warmth safely inside the cottage below. Imagine the patient hands that built this roof, each straw placed with care, each knot tied with love. The thatcher takes a slow, peaceful walk toward the nearby woods. The trees stand tall and quiet, their bare branches reaching skyward like gentle arms. You can almost hear the soft crunch of dry leaves beneath your feet, the distant call of a lone bird greeting the new day. The woods are still and calm, a sanctuary of peace and gentle shadows. Feel the cool air brushing your cheeks, the soft rustle of leaves in a quiet breeze. Notice the small wonders, a cluster of frost-kissed berries, a feather caught on a twig, the delicate pattern of frost crystals sparkling in the light. Let nature's calm surround you, breathing peace into your heart. Now, dear one, return gently to your soft place of rest. Feel the straw beneath you, warm and steady, the gentle weight of your blankets, and the soothing rhythm of your breath. Let the peaceful world of the village, the woods, and the patient hands that built your roof carry you deeper into a calm, dreamy sleep as the village wakes. Listen to the soft chorus of life stirring, the gentle clatter of wooden carts rolling over cobblestones. the faint laughter of children playing near the stream, and the melodic calls of the village baker announcing fresh bread. Each sound is a gentle thread weaving through the peaceful morning air, softly wrapping you in a blanket of calm familiarity. Imagine the roof glowing warmly under the rising sun, a shield of golden straw, kissed by light, holding back the chill of dawn. Did you know that straw also helped insulate homes in medieval times, keeping warmth inside during long, cold winters and coolness during the bright summer days? It's a quiet kind of magic, born from nature's gifts and patient hands. Now, picture the thatcher gathering willow bark along a gentle stream, peeling long strips of the soft, flexible bark to twist into twine. Feel the cool water flowing over your fingers, and hear the rustle of willow leaves whispering in the breeze. The bark, strong yet gentle, will become the thread binding straw tight, a connection between earth, water, and sky. Take a slow, deep breath in and feel the cool, fresh air filling your lungs. Exhale gently, releasing all tension and worry, letting your body soften and sink deeper into comfort. Let your breath become as steady and soothing as the thatcher's hands, working rhythmically with patience and care. Now, dear listener, close your eyes and imagine the gentle sway of straw in the wind, the warm glow of the hearth, and the calm embrace of a roof built to protect and nurture. Let these peaceful images carry you softly into dreamland. Imagine now the thatcher's hands moving with quiet purpose, each bundle of straw carefully selected, trimmed, and tied. There is a steady rhythm to his work, a gentle tapping, a soft rustling, a slow, soothing repetition that calms the mind like a heartbeat. Feel yourself matching this rhythm with your own breath, slow and steady, soft and calm. The straw itself feels soft beneath your fingers, dry yet warm from the sun, woven thickly to trap the warmth inside the roof. In medieval times, this natural insulation was one of the few ways to keep homes cozy through cold winters. Imagine yourself nestled beneath this roof, safe and warm, as the wind whistles gently outside. Now picture the village as evening falls again, bathed in the soft glow of twilight. The smoke curls slowly from chimneys, the quiet murmur of conversation fades, and the stars begin to peek out from the darkening sky. A peaceful stillness settles over the world, inviting rest and quiet reflection. Did you know that a good thatched roof could last for 30 years or more? Built with care, it could withstand rain, wind, even snow, a testament to the skill and patience of the thatchers who made them. Imagine the pride in their work, knowing their hands had built something so lasting, so protective. Now, dear listener, it's time to let your own body relax completely. Feel the soft embrace of your bed, the gentle rise and fall of your chest with each breath. Let the calm of the village, the warmth of the thatched roof, and the quiet rhythm of patient hands carry you deeper into restful sleep. Imagine a soft mist hovering over the village fields at dawn, cool and light, like a silken veil resting on the earth. The thatcher walks slowly along the muddy path. Each step is quiet, absorbed in the calm of the early morning. The air is fresh and filled with the faint scent of damp earth and pine, and the gentle chorus of waking birds sings softly around you. Watch the thatcher pause by a cluster of reeds near the stream, selecting only the strongest and straightest for his work. His fingers move carefully, twisting willow bark into strong twine, the strands weaving together like a delicate braid. Every motion is slow and purposeful, a dance of patience and care passed down through generations. Feel the gentle rustle of straw as it's bundled and tied, soft and soothing like a gentle whisper in the wind. This sound becomes a steady lullaby, a natural rhythm that carries your thoughts away, calming your mind like a warm embrace. As the sun rises higher, the village begins to stir, smoke drifting lazily from chimneys, the faint clatter of wooden tools, and the soft chatter of neighbors greeting one another. All these sounds blend together into a peaceful symphony, a quiet celebration of a new day beginning gently. Now, dear listener, feel your body sink deeper into comfort. Let your breathing slow, your muscles soften, and your mind drifts softly like the morning mist. The gentle hands of the thatcher, the calm village, and the warm thatched roof all hold you gently as you float into peaceful sleep. As twilight settles once more, imagine a soft breeze wandering through the village, carrying the faint scent of fresh straw and pine needles, whispering quietly through the bare branches overhead. The air is cool but gentle, wrapping around you like a soft shawl, and the rustling leaves create a peaceful melody just for you. Picture the thatcher carefully inspecting his work, running his fingers over the straw bundles, smoothing the layers, making sure every piece is perfectly in place. Each movement is slow and deliberate, a loving gesture that promises shelter and warmth for the nights ahead. This care, this patience, is a kind of quiet magic, one that you can feel surrounding you now. Step inside the cottage again, where the hearth glows softly, its flames flickering with a warm, steady light. Hear the gentle crackling of burning wood, the comforting sound of a fire that holds the cold at bay. The smell of wood smoke and herbs fills the air, a fragrant invitation to relax and let go. Look up to the night sky, where stars twinkle like tiny lanterns in a velvet blanket. The moon's silver light bathes the thatched roof, casting gentle shadows that sway with the breeze. Feel yourself cradled in this quiet world, held softly by the night's tender embrace. Now, dear one, close your eyes and breathe deeply, feeling the calm wash over you like a gentle wave. Let the steady rhythm of the thatcher's work, the soft glow of the hearth, and the peaceful night sky carry you into a deep, restful sleep. The village sleeps under a blanket of stars, the world hushed and calm, wrapped in gentle shadows. Imagine the soft whisper of the night wind, rustling the straw atop the roofs, carrying with it the scent of earth and wood. Everything is still, peaceful, and safe, a perfect place to rest and dream. Feel the thatcher's careful hands one last time, placing the final bundles of straw, tying knots with willow bark twine, securing the roof against the coming winter. His work is steady, sure, and filled with quiet pride, a shelter built by patient hands, ready to keep warmth and peace inside. Imagine yourself now, nestled beneath this roof, wrapped in soft blankets, the faint crackle of the hearth nearby, and the steady, comforting rhythm of your breath. The world outside may be cold and dark, but inside, all is warmth and light. Let your body relax completely, your thoughts drift like leaves on a gentle stream. Feel the calm, the safety, and the love woven into every straw of the roof above you. Allow yourself to sink deeply into restful sleep, held softly by this quiet, peaceful world. Good night, dear listener. Thank you for joining this peaceful journey. If you'd like, I can help with more stories or calming scripts anytime. Sleep well, and sweet dreams. Good night.